Seneca once said, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." As Seneca reminds us, each day is a life in itself, and as one day culminates, we are offered an opportunity to close its chapter with introspection and grace. Today, we will explore 7 Stoic routine lessons that help us end our day with mindfulness, grounding ourselves in preparation for the gift of a new day ahead. Remember, while each lesson has its value, it's about finding those that resonate with you. Incorporate them into your nightly routine as you see fit, molding them to suit your journey. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you would like the video so that you can help me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Lesson number 1, reflecting on the day's actions. This is not merely a mental exercise but a transformative ritual. It's an age-old Stoic practice that merges introspection with intention, acting as a bridge between who we were today and who we aspire to be tomorrow. Every day, we're presented with a myriad of choices, each one painting a stroke on the canvas of our life. When we reflect, we're not just revisiting these choices, we're stepping into the shoes of an observer, understanding the motives behind our actions and their subsequent ripple effect. Think about a simple interaction like conversing with a colleague. Through the lens of reflection, you can dissect this exchange. Were your words driven by genuine interest or obligation? When they spoke, did you listen to understand or just to reply? This granularity of self-assessment can reveal deeply ingrained patterns of behavior, some of which we might be oblivious to. Now let's turn the lens on more significant events. Perhaps you were faced with a challenging decision at work or a disagreement at home. Reflecting on such scenarios allows you to discern whether your response was rooted in ego, emotion, or equanimity. But reflection isn't just about identifying virtues and vices, it's a gateway to deeper self-knowledge. By understanding our actions, we unravel the layers of our psyche, uncovering fears, desires, biases, and beliefs that influence our choices. Incorporating this practice into our nightly routine has profound implications. It allows us to wake up each day with a clearer understanding of ourselves and a roadmap for personal growth. We become proactive architects of our character rather than passive recipients of external influences. Lesson number 2, prepare for tomorrow's challenges. This isn't about forecasting every potential hurdle or filling your mind with dread for the unknown. Instead, it's about mentally equipping yourself to face whatever may come your way, anchoring yourself in Stoic resilience. The Stoics taught us about the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. It's a technique where you visualize potential challenges not to foster anxiety but to diminish the shock of adversity and to build a mental framework for handling difficulties. Seneca once said, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster." By preparing our minds in advance, we're less likely to be shaken when faced with challenges. Consider your day ahead. Maybe you have a challenging presentation, a difficult conversation awaiting you, or a decision looming on the horizon. Take a moment the night before to envision these scenarios. Walk through them in your mind, visualizing not just the events but your reactions, your emotions, and your possible responses. Think about the worst-case scenarios, but more importantly, envision how you would handle them with grace, poise, and stoic calm. For instance, if you're worried about a disagreement in an upcoming meeting, rather than focusing on the conflict, concentrate on your response. How can you remain grounded, ensuring the conversation stays productive and doesn't veer into the realm of the personal? By visualizing your calm demeanor and thoughtful responses, you're mentally rehearsing, ensuring you're better equipped when the real challenge emerges. It's also beneficial to reflect on the Stoic tenet that we control our reactions, even if we can't control the events. If you're anticipating a potential setback, like a delay in a project or an unforeseen obstacle, remind yourself of the Stoic principle: it's not events that upset us but our judgment about them. Equip yourself with a mindset that sees setbacks not as failures but as opportunities for growth and learning. By making this mental preparation a nightly ritual, you're proactively sculpting your responses, ensuring that even amidst unexpected turbulence, you remain steadfast, unshaken, and anchored in Stoic wisdom. Preparing for tomorrow's challenges is less about foreseeing every twist in the road and more about ensuring you have the mental fortitude and agility to navigate whatever path unfolds. Lesson number 3, express gratitude. As the curtain of night draws near and the world begins its descent into quietude, our Stoic journey nudges us towards one of the most profound human experiences, gratitude. It's a practice that transcends mere thankfulness. It's a philosophical stance, a way of looking at the world and our place within it. Gratitude, you see, is akin to a lighthouse in the vast ocean of existence, where storms of discontent and waves of desire constantly threaten to throw us off course. This beacon of thankfulness helps us navigate. It's a compass pointing towards contentment, urging us to find beauty and simplicity in wealth and the immaterial. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often started his day with a simple question: what am I thankful for today? For a man of power and prestige, this humble ritual was a grounding force. By evening, as he reflected upon his day, the tapestry of his gratitude grew richer, filled with both grand gestures and quiet moments. Imagine the magnitude of this practice. In our daily whirlwind of activities, it's easy to get caught up in what we lack, what went wrong, or what could be better. Yet each day offers a multitude of gifts: the melody of morning birds, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the infectious laughter of a loved one, or the mere act of breathing, of being alive. Amidst the grand theater of existence, every evening as you sit in quiet reflection, challenge yourself to go beyond the obvious. Dive deeper into the reservoirs of your experiences. Did you notice the patterns of shadows and light playing on the walls during sunset, or the rhythm of your heart, a tireless symphony of life? Perhaps there was an unexpected message from an old friend or the discovery of a song that resonated with your soul. Incorporating this expansive view of gratitude into your nightly ritual changes not just your perspective but the very fabric of your existence. No longer are you a passive player in the theater of life, but an active seeker, hunting for moments of wonder, joy, and thankfulness. As the days turn to weeks and weeks to months, this enriched perspective becomes a part of your being. The world around you transforms. Challenges, instead of daunting cliffs, become adventurous tricks. Mistakes, instead of burdens, become lessons adorned with wisdom, and life, in all its unpredictability, becomes a dance of endless moments, each deserving of your gratitude. Thus, as you lay down each night, let your heart brim with thankfulness, let it echo with the countless joys, both monumental and minute, that the day offered. In the grand narrative of Stoicism, gratitude isn't just an act, it's an art, painting our lives with hues of contentment, wonder, and ceaseless appreciation. Lesson number 4, read from Stoic texts. With the moon casting its silvery glow, there exists a ritual that has fortified seekers of wisdom for centuries: the act of reading Stoic texts. This is not just a habit but an immersion, a communion with some of the keenest minds that have ever graced our world. Stoic literature isn't just words on paper, it's a treasure trove of life's profoundest secrets. These texts, penned by thinkers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, carry with them the distilled essence of human experience and understanding. Reading them nightly is akin to engaging in a philosophical dialogue where timeless wisdom is shared, one passage at a time. Imagine sitting across a warm fireplace, and across you, Seneca is speaking about the nature of life and time. He might remind you, life, if you know how to use it, is long. How often do we bemoan the lack of time when, in fact, it's our mismanagement or lack of mindfulness that eludes us? Such insights, when reflected upon at night, can shape our actions and perspectives for the days to come. Or perhaps you'd stumble upon Marcus Aurelius's intimate musings in his Meditations. It's as if you're peering into the personal journal of a Roman emperor who, despite his immense power, grappled with the same human concerns we all do. One evening, you might read, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." In a world where pettiness and animosity can be rampant, what a powerful reminder it is to uphold our dignity and integrity. Every night as you open these texts, it's as though you're entering a grand, timeless hall where Stoic philosophers await your arrival, eager to share their insights, challenge your beliefs, and provide solace. It's a dynamic, enriching conversation that spans across millennia. But it's not just about passive consumption. The act of reading Stoic philosophy invites contemplation. It's an invitation to question, to debate internally, and to mold these insights to fit the unique puzzle of your life. Perhaps one evening, Epictetus's words on control resonate deeply, urging you to discern between things within your power and those beyond it. Or maybe, on a particularly challenging day, you find solace in the Stoic idea of amor fati, a love of one's fate. By making Stoic readings a nightly ritual, you are doing more than just enriching your intellectual reservoir. You are sculpting your soul, refining your character, and preparing yourself to face life's myriad challenges with grace, poise, and wisdom. Over time, these nightly sojourns into Stoicism transform you. No longer are you swayed by life's tempests. Instead, you stand tall, grounded in ancient wisdom, ready to turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. In the vast canvas of nightly routines, reading from Stoic texts isn't just a brushstroke, it's the very colors that bring the entire masterpiece to life. Lesson number 5, Disconnect to Reconnect. In the age of ceaseless notifications, endless streams of content, and the digital hum that underpins modern life, there emerges a Stoic call to action that's both profound and pertinent, the act of purposeful disconnection to truly reconnect. It's a curious paradox of our times. We're more connected than ever before, with the world at our fingertips. Yet, for many, a genuine sense of connection seems ever elusive amid the barrage of email messages and news. We often lose touch with the very core of our being, the silent reflective center that defines who we are. The Stoics, though they lived in a time devoid of smartphones and social media, deeply understood the value of solitude and introspection. They recognized that true clarity doesn't emerge from constant engagement but from moments of deliberate withdrawal. It's in the quiet spaces between our actions that we often find the most profound insights. Imagine a serene lake. Its waters are still. Each of our daily distractions is like a stone thrown into this lake, creating ripples and disturbing its tranquility. By evening, if we've thrown too many stones, the water becomes turbulent, mirroring the chaos of our minds. The act of disconnecting is like giving this lake a chance to return to its serene state. Now, this isn't an advocacy for complete detachment or shunning technology. Instead, it's about intentional disengagement. Perhaps it's turning off your phone an hour before bed, allowing the digital noise to fade and making space for quiet reflection. Maybe it's a few moments spent looking out of the window, observing the world without the lens of filters and pixels. As you immerse in this act of disconnection, you begin a deeper, more profound journey of reconnection. Reconnecting with your innermost thoughts and emotions, with the rhythm of your breath, with the simplicity of existence. Remember the times when joy was found not in a screen glow but in the pages of a gripping book, the soft strumming of a guitar, or a heart-to-heart conversation with a loved one. The Stoics were champions of this kind of reconnection. Marcus Aurelius often spoke of retreating into oneself. Seneca, in his letters, extolled the virtues of solitude and self-reflection. They realized that in disconnecting from external distractions, we find a bridge to our inner world. Every evening as you consciously choose to disconnect, you're not just taking a break from the digital, you're embarking on a sacred journey back to yourself. It's a pilgrimage where each step away from the noise is a step closer to your core, a space of peace, wisdom, and unadulterated joy. Incorporate this practice into your nightly ritual, and you'll discover that in the heart of disconnection lies the most profound connection of all, the one with your very soul. You begin to understand that you're not just a drop lost in the vast ocean of digital information but a boundless ocean in this tiny digital drop. And in this realization, you find freedom, clarity, and an inexhaustible wellspring of joy. Lesson number 6, Embrace the inevitable. As nightfall drapes the world, casting shadows and inviting the stars to illuminate the realm of dreams, a subtle invitation lingers, one fervently endorsed by Stoics: the art of releasing what lies beyond our control. At the core of Stoic philosophy resides a profound understanding of control, discerning what falls within the sphere of our influence and what stretches beyond it. Life, with its unpredictable dance, presents us with a myriad of scenarios, some swayable by our actions, many pirouetting in a realm beyond our grasp. Clinging tenaciously to the uncontrollable is akin to trying to capture the wind in a net, an endeavor both futile and exasperating. Contemplate the cosmic stage, the birth and demise of stars, galaxies waltzing in a celestial ballet. In contrast, here we stand, denizens of a diminutive blue orb, often grappling with circumstances ranging from monumental to trivial. In the sagacious words of Epictetus, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This wisdom paves the path to inner peace. Picture yourself holding a balloon, representing worries and anxieties. The tighter you grip, the more it strains against you. Now, envision letting it go, watch it ascend, carried by the winds of acceptance until it becomes a speck in the vast sky of existence. By acknowledging and releasing these burdens each evening, you gift yourself tranquility and the freedom to focus on where you can genuinely make a difference. This nightly act of release is therapeutic, unburdening your soul, allowing it to be light and unencumbered. Over time, this practice transforms into a living philosophy. No longer swayed by every external change, you become the eye of the storm, calm, centered, and in harmony, regardless of the chaos that may rage outside. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the impermanence of things and our fleeting place within the universe. His words serve as a poignant reminder of the futility of clinging to what's beyond us. As you internalize this practice into your nightly routine, mornings will greet you with renewed vigor, clarity, and unshakable peace, knowing that you're in harmony with the natural order of things, acting where you can and gracefully releasing where you cannot. In this balance lies the epitome of Stoic wisdom and serenity. Hello dear viewers. If you enjoyed the Stoic philosophy-filled content we shared today and don't want to miss more, subscribe right away and hit the notification bell so that you can be the first to watch each new video. Also, if you found this content valuable, please don't forget to like the video. Your likes and subscriptions enable us to create more of this type of content and share it with a wider audience. We need your support to spread Stoic philosophy to more people. Thank you in advance, and keep following us because many more inspiring contents are coming your way.